she needs to call on other powers to help her see this through. And she says, "Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast, and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pour thee in the dunnest smokes of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, your heaven peep through the blanket of the dark, to cry, hold, hold." So, come you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, the spirits of darkness from hell. When she says unsex me here, a lot of people find that a bit of sort of a giggly image or anything like that, but it's really not. Do you remember when I was talking about Richard III, I said that there was a hierarchy of being. There is what we call the chain of being. At the top of it was God, and the bottom of it was animals. Okay? Now, when it comes to kindness, there is an idea that men were less kind than women. That's probably a pretty standard thing now, because of a woman being the mother. Okay? So men are going to have less guilt than women. Of course, if you think about it in terms of an animal is what we call amoral. Okay? And when something is amoral, it doesn't understand right and wrong, good and bad, it just does. If you see a lion, and a lion sees a herd of zebra, and that lion is hungry, just checking on this, and that lion is hungry or something like that, does it say, "Oh, I'm not going to go for the little one because that's a bit cruel"? No, it goes with the thing that it wants, because it's instinctive. And so she is saying here, don't make me like a man, don't make me like a woman, unsex me completely, make me like some type of animal that feels nothing. I don't want to feel anything in this process. That fill me from crown, from the top of my head to my toe, top full of direst cruelty. All I want to feel now and act upon is cruelty. That has to completely consume me. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose. I do not want to feel guilt in my heart. I don't want to feel guilt anywhere. I want to stop up the passage to remorse. Remorse is another word for guilt. So whatever I do it guilt-free. I do it remorseless, making thick my blood to shake my fell purpose. And her purpose is to get her husband, or her, we'll see, to kill Duncan. Nor keep peace between the affected. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall. Now this is a repetition of that idea of where she says Macbeth is too full of the milk of human kindness, that image of purity. She is saying very, very clearly that actually she would happily make her milk, her pure mother's milk that she would give her baby, and make it gall, make it poison. That is how impure, that is how dark she wants to become. Okay? You murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you murdering ministers, where in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischiefs. Come thick night and pour thee to the dunnest smokes of hell. Now, she's saying obviously that this is hell. She's appealing to hell. But at this point, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, she is saying that she, as much as her husband, is willing to do the murder. Later on, she says she couldn't do it because she reminds, old Duncan reminds her of her own father too much, which suggests she has some conscience here. Or heaven peeps the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Or that God somehow appeals to her and says, stop, don't do what you're going to do. Okay? Now that is very, very important. I'm just going to check on this.